Hello guys, how are we all doing today? Hopefully we're doing good. Hello Nobu, hello Mortal, hello Bachi. How are we all doing today? Hopefully we're doing good. I've had a very eventful, very dumb week. Dumb as in like bad things. So yeah. But other than that, it's been pretty okay. I am excited to get back to playing Reverse, because what's I gotta say? I want to see what happens at the end, because we have one guy in denial, the other people are doing stuff and crazy. I could never be in Laplace. Well, actually, I should say I couldn't spend like more than a day working there if I had to be there. I should say. Could not be put in there. What did I do this time? You didn't do anything, Nomu. Things just stopped working. My gacha games are having petitions and complaining about things. I am not having a great day today. But yeah, it's basically a bunch of other stuff. It's not what you did this time, Nobu. It's other things. Did you get Enigma? Yes, I did Immortal. I did get him. I'm currently leveling him up like to 60 now. I'm gonna grind so that I can get the cone or the card. I don't remember what's it called in this game. Sorry, my brain is too into Star Rail right now that I'm using the terminology in that game, so sorry, my bad. So I've been doing that. Says the menace of one. That is true. You are right. You are right, Immortal. Says the person who is supposed to be the one who's making other people feel bad. I feel... Hey, you know, I can have one of those days, okay? Thank you for the headpad, Bachi. I appreciate it. The headpads. Monies. Hey. He's already I3, level 60, R10 for me. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and then I don't remember. It's okay. Yeah. I don't know what level he's at right now. I think he's like 20 or 30 something. I know he's I3 R3, I think, because I started to do a bit of it, but then I realized, oh, I don't have enough. But then I was like, I probably shouldn't work on this until I finish leveling him up anyway, so yeah. When does... eat eggs? I don't think this guy eats eggs, man. Well, not while he's doing other things. He probably eats eggs normally. Maybe? I don't know. Just do a tier list. Who eats eggs? Who eats eggs in their daily nutritional balanced diet? Hello, Dom. Hello. I was blessed by Centurion to get Enigma. Hey, let's go! Let's go, Immortal. Okay. We should also get going while we talk. I'm grinding the FGO extra missions to get SQ and pray I get the new beast space Erishgal. Oh, yeah. I did see. I'm not pulling, though. I looked at all the people currently in the banners, and I'm like, I'm not pulling anyone. I'm just sitting here and waiting. Yes. I eat eggs. W individuals. It's part of my Asian diet. True!
After this reset, we need to limit the changes inside the toy box as much as possible.
That is true. Asian diet, eat lots of eggs. Like, I eat eggs normally. Like, I'll eat, like your traditional, like, eggs for breakfast. I'll also eat it, like, in a bagel. I'll also just eat hard-boiled eggs. If I have leftover hard-boiled eggs, I'll do, like, I'll do marinated hard-boiled eggs. Those are pretty good sometimes. Or I'll do like egg salad sandwich. It's pretty good. If I could do it like the Japanese people do it by eating raw eggs, but our eggs here are not very good, so I can't do that. But if I could, I would.
That is to say, the fewer the people who enter
I've
the toy
already
box,
lost like
the better.
700 plus and no dice. Oh, that is not very good, Nobu. Aw. Did you see focus flashback? For what? For what, Dom, specifically? Sorry, I'm like reading that. My brain's like, I have no idea what we're talking about. I'm sorry. The game mode is so hard. The game mode for what? I'm so confused. I'm just not paying attention. That's what I'm doing, basically.
It's best we only send one
I
person.
smacked my hand on my desk. Great. Damn, Nobu, that's a long streak. Will there be a day that the streak gets broken? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest. Also, I like how he's like, it's best to only send one person. And I'm gonna guess you're gonna be that one person, and I'm gonna say, that's a horrible idea. At least at the moment.
I'll do you one better. Don't send anyone in and blow it to Kingdom Come.
No, Mess and Pocket, we are not blowing this thing up. We talked about it before, literally at the beginning of this chapter. We're not blowing it up.
Researcher Medicine Pocket.
Because, like, that's bad. Medicine Pocket rolls their eyes and keeps talking, unfazed by the warning in Ulrich's tone.
Great! A brand new toy box and a brand new chance to fail! Consistently reproducing failed results follows the scientific method too, right? Seriously, none of us even knows what's in there, and you're saying we should send a single person in alone?
I'm taking 4 days of tries to get close. What game? Which game mode? What game? Basically, give Mirai the button. He'll blow up soon. No! I'm not near the button right now. Don't bring it near me. Watch it, I don't actually press it. Watch it, it's like next to me on like a side table, and I fall asleep, and then while I fall asleep, I accidentally like fall off like my arm because I'm like resting my hand, like my head on my arm, and then it's just like I accidentally whack the button. It's not even me like touching the button.
You're totally fine with that, huh? Leaving all those insane pieces and that psycho raven for some unlucky bastard to deal with?
Give the dog the button. True. Just put it down on the ground. Doggo.
This doesn't happen often, but I have to say, I agree with Medicine Pocket. Whoever decides to enter will be risking their own safety.
I think all I have left is the lingering flow battle. Oh! Is that like the what's it called? The hard mode or the new mode that they put in. I've done it like a couple times. I can't get it. I think mostly just because I'm bad. I don't think my characters are that bad. And like the comps that I have. I think I'm just bad at the game. Rolls over on the button. That is true, Nobu. I will do that. Mess and Pocket rolls their eyes again. X and Ulrich have clearly missed the point.
Ugh, what I was saying is that we shouldn't be wasting our brain power on this thing.
Oh no, it's just a bad game mode. Okay. I think we're talking about the same thing, question mark? I could be wrong. I'll point it out later.
We also need to consider the pieces. They may just be data to us, but to them, this is their entire world. We must avoid destroying it if we can.
Oh my dear Ulrich, I'm moved to pieces. If only the real Storm shared your glowing sense of humanitarianism.
Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up. No! Immortal, we're not blowing things up. Stop.
Pardon, can I interrupt for a second?
Elizabeth knocks on the table.
I have good news. I've tested the communicator's durability. Although the tower's effect grows stronger the closer you get, the unlucky person entering the box will be able to receive outside help up until they enter the tower. If we aren't giving up on that plan, that is.
That's great! But assigning 100 people to wash test tubes in a lab isn't gonna make the research go any faster.
Oric doesn't want to blow up the newsboy from Pre-Storm Protocol. True. Can you imagine if, like, the toy box existed and you put me in a room and I didn't know what it was? I'd just start, like, touching everything. I probably. Or at least I'd stare at it for a solid good minute and then I'd be like, I'm gonna touch something. And then I realize I shouldn't have touched it. It's 1 a.m. Might just vlog later. Alright, Immortal. Go the bench.
That's all that communicator's gonna give. A bunch of test tube washers.
Don't say that. If you gave me 10 research assistants who understood the Lane-Emden equation, I'd be pleased no matter what.
For once, Enigma listens. He waits until his fifth is done before he speaks.
What I meant is that I will go.
You're a human, Adler. And at the end of the day, that toy box runs an arcanum.
Thank you for the reminder, Bottle Brain.
This is not going so well. Enigma's tone is polite, but his expression is grim.
I'm certain you will all provide more help than test tube washing, like capturing arcane fluctuations and relaying the data through the communicator. Besides, I'm the cryptographer here. I doubt any one of you has undergone even a fraction of the cryptographic training required to reverse engineer a key from an as-of-yet unknown cipher.
Well, I certainly haven't. But I believe I understand now. You think Ulrich has a point too. Humanitarian care, no?
Elizabeth French is amplified. Same thing with Enigma German. This patch. Oh yeah. Like, bro. I was gonna say I can feel like the I don't know if it's like the German or if it's just the way that he talks because he is also German. And like it comes out sometimes. But my brain's just like, damn, like when he is not shouting and not projecting, I'm just like, bro, that is so loud. Like, I remember, like, last week on Friday, I was, like, commenting. I'm like, people, like, because they were all talking and yip-yapping, and then he just comes in, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that was very loud. And it wasn't even like he was shouting. It was just like a slight projection of his voice so then everyone can hear. And I'm just like, bro, that was so loud. I mean, even in general, when he's just talking in like German, like normally, it still sounds also a little bit harsh. But German's just like that. Too bad we can't bring out the China in Mirai. Yeah, no, you can't. You can never do that. Sorry.
Where on earth did you get that impression?
I mean, if you want that, there's a lot of Asian comedians who do a good, like funny, like, Chinese accent type, you know, skit thing. So, like, yeah, like, it would be just pretty much that. Unless, like, I start talking, like, a lot of Chinese and I get really good at it, and then I'll start having... I don't even think I'll have a Chinese accent, even if I start talking really good. My English accent is way too strong. Unless I drop just not talking in English, like, anymore. And I just purely speak in Chinese, then maybe. He turns away, but his darkening expression doesn't escape Elizabeth's notice.
All right. You're right. You didn't say that.
She shrugs and clears the way for Enigma. faint dizziness blurs Enigma's vision. Everything has changed. Frowning, Enigma pats his wet coat, sending little streams down into the moonlit water below, assuming that it indeed moonlight and water.
Whoa! Look at that ball of light in the sky! Huh! I'm starting to like this place.
I'm afraid that's this toy box's version of the moon.
He pulls himself upright against the knee-high silver lines and wades unsettlingly towards the shore.
Hey, those fir trees over there look like snowflakes.
Why don't you tell me something I don't know?
Alright, I just thought some talk on cock curves might lighten the topic.
Can anyone tell me how to mute this thing?
Enigma distances himself from the communicator as another wave of commotion erupts on the other end. A moment later, Ulrich's calm voice comes through.
Understood. Researcher Pointer and I will strictly control the other's input as requested.
Right. We guarantee we'll only bother you if it's essential.
Bothering people never. Well, I guess sometimes it is essential, but.
Thank you. I'll contact you if necessary.
He switches off the communicator, yet the surrounding noise persists.
Who's there?
Not far off, a young piece turns around, hands twisted together nervously.
Mr. Enigma?
Didn't expect I'd run into you here, Miss Marcus. Are you reading?
He points at the thin white.
Yes, Mr. Enigma. I'm reading a story.
Let me finish
The quick
reading.
brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Bro, let me finish reading.
That's the story? Ah, I understand.
Mm-hmm. It's about legends and people who write history. I haven't finished it yet. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
She smiles shyly. What used to be a book has slowly
Is there something I can help you with? Quick.
Bro, I want to read. I want to finish reading. Flattened into a colorless, almost depthless shape. Let me finish reading. Game.
I'm looking for a tower. Do you know where it might be?
It seems a lot of people are looking for that tower. It might be on the other side of the forest.
Read faster. Oh, I don't want to read faster because then I make more mistakes. Let me just read normally.
Thank you. Miss Marcus, would you like to come with me?
She looks bewildered. The book finally loosens in the last of its depth and slides from her
I'm
arm.
waiting for someone. I don't seem to remember who I'm waiting for. Brown.
I can't read normally though. Just read fast, bruh. Let me at least try to read properly and not just bust through it and just be like, nah.
Was she also looking for the tower?
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Forget it.
Enigma hesitates, then crouches to pick up the book from her, but it slips through his fingers like the moonlight's reflection slipping from cupped hands. He shakes his head and gives up. It's useless anyway.
I should go, Miss Marcus. Goodbye.
Strides away, the girl's voice follows after him.
Please, be careful. There's a fox, brown in the forest, lazy dog.
Thank you.
Following the piece's direction, Enigma squints into the distance. The white towers.
How wonderfully eye-catching. What is this? Tantalus's punishment?
Oh, let me finish. The white tower's spire rises above the sea of treetops. There we go. Another figure emerges from the shadows of the trees.
Danger! Closer, don't any come! Wait, you're...
What happened? He knows this researcher the toy box is pulling from his buried memories.
It's me, a tiny, insignificant cryptographer. It's a pity we've never worked together.
The communicator rings again, whether it is at the worst moment or the best one he can't decide.
Adler, how bad is it?
Hello, app. What's up? We're chilling. We're playing the game. But I've had a bit of a sucky week, just because some things aren't working and it's really dumb and it's been affecting my life. My other gacha games have been going poorly. There's been drama, and it's affecting the game real bad. And then I'm also not feeling that great. So it's okay. Other than that, I'm good. I'm playing the game. Subconsciously reaches into his pocket. The metal tube is cold against his fingers.
Oh, fine. Just a piece who's gone mad.
Damn, hope your week gets better. Thank you, app. I appreciate it. I know he's not to level, but it'd be funny if I just get the rest of the team to carry him. I should just do that. No, I shouldn't do that. I should do it later when we're on the last fight. That's when I should do it. That's when I should let the team carry him. But before then, we should do an actual team that actually works.
Join with us, comrades.
I believe he competed so well.
Initiating
Sure,
research
like
on a big
like
unknown
the
opponent.
third uncap,
Something
only level
analyzing.
25, doesn't have a card, and his skills are not even at 10. They're at like 3.
Kindly make your way into the reagent bottles. We'll shake them to see if
With
you're a
insight
solid
too.
or a liquid.
No, he has insight 3, but yeah.
That almost made me laugh. Unfortunately for you, that is not enough to convince me to cooperate.
Okay.
Please stay behind me.
I have the rear. The moment of silence.
I admire your courage.
Awake.
The feathers will answer. Learn from silence.
I did it.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Oh. The game's like loading. And taking like 2,000 years. Enigma looks up at the top of the tower for what feels like the 1000th time. It's faintly glowing. He raises the communicator.
We have a problem. Even after all this walking, I haven't gotten any closer to the Tower of Babel. If anything, it appears to be growing farther and farther away.
Well, that's not very good. No good.
We're all quite used to the language disorder by now, so that isn't much of a problem. And there isn't much need for him to communicate with anyone. But what does concern me is that moving tower. A brand new variable. What was it again? There was an expression I heard when I was trying to research Keeperina's and Nameday's arcane skills. Oh, that's the one! People can only borrow language, They cannot reach the reality behind it.
We need to start considering the possibility of evacuating Adler early.
I doubt he'll agree.
That's true. I was gonna say, I don't think he'll leave.
Then prepare to evacuate him by force, if necessary. From what we've seen so far, the situation is far worse than predicted. Not only has the language disorder encompassed the whole toy box, but it's starting to leak out of it too.
Auric gestures to Elizabeth. The silver pattern of his uniform are slowly fading. She examines him carefully and reaches a quick conclusion.
Oh, you're right. You have been standing closest to the box.
She exchanges a look with Auric and picks up the communicator.
All right, I'll tell him. Saves the two of you from bickering again. Adler, can you hear me?
I hope you have some good news.
Sorry for what I'm about to say, but I'll keep it straight. The toy box's instability is higher than predicted. We advise you to return early. If you can't retrieve the core soon, we'll have to use our backup plan. Blowing up the box.
No! Can we not blow up the box? Enigma goes quiet for a few seconds.
And Bottle Brain agrees with this?
I didn't want this either, but right now, there's no better solution.
Ulrich, what are you saying?
Ulrich, what are you saying?
The disorder is spreading to Laplace again. Your time in the box is limited.
I love it when my game lags. But, I mean, today's a bit hot, so... Fair enough.
And according to the LSCC safety management regulations, ensuring your safety is the higher priority.
Enigma takes a deep breath, yet doesn't agree.
I understand. Give me 2 hours. If I don't make any progress, I'll return. Then, we can blow it up together.
2 hours, Adler. We'll do whatever we can to help. Researchers X, Medicine Pocket, and Elizabeth are currently dealing with the spread of the disorder. I also need to step away for a moment to deal with it. Researcher Pointer is monitoring the toy box's situation. If you run into any danger, be sure to request assistance immediately.
I will.
Can I just say that he said all that and he's gonna do none of it? Because that is a prime me answer. I say I will do this, and I will not do anything I just said. By being responsible. He looks up again at the white spire, seemingly within reach, yet forever beyond it. Maybe it's just his imagination, but for a moment it felt like he was closer to it. The journey that follows is too quiet, almost dull. The only thing Enigma can do is note the changes in the surrounding scenery. He keeps his eyes peeled, but no other familiar face appear, until a heated argument, even for Laplace's standards, breaks out. A researcher and an administrator argue on opposite sides of a desk in a strange yet somehow familiar scene.
I am not redoing the material reimbursement.
Then you can choose not to submit it. But I must remind you that the reimbursement deadline is this Friday.
Enigma feels a familiar irritation itch at him as the argument dredges up his own unpleasant memories.
The plasma extract has extremely potent side effects.
The Plus ought to tear down the building and install turf.
Huh?
The researcher suddenly draws a gun on his colleague. Perhaps he doesn't think of him as one.
Are you done? You're wasting Laplace resources.
tank. The staff member drops to the ground. Enigma isn't sure whether he should step forward or do something. When your boss is pissing you off. So you start a... True.
Liberation for all the critters in the canteen!
Before you can decide, a pack of critters pours out from behind the researcher piece and lunges. Very fun. I love it. I mean, actually, I want to see how... Actually, I wouldn't know how this team works. I'm interested. What is this? This is so bad. It's okay. I actually want to just see them. Okay, we need to find something better for this. We need... Actually, no. I mean, doesn't restock pantry. True! I don't do that. Actually, let me quickly look at this, because other than his own thing, I don't actually know which one is good. I probably also... When you have a good one, I do. Okay, well, that's good. Lopetta is better than his signature cube. Oh, it is? Okay. That makes my life easier! Where is hers? Where's hers? Here it is. Found it. We'll use it for now. Because I don't have the other one. Also, I still would just buy it anyways because, like, I usually buy everything outside of the shop anyways. So, I normally do that. Great. I love it when everybody shares things instead of having their own things. It's not as big of a problem in this game because it's like the only thing they share is that, but like still it's very annoying. With other games.
Practice validates theory.
Look at this. You know what's funny? Everybody here is from Laplace, and then there's
X's experiments on critters more closely.
And then there's just Charon. Are we trying to abduct and try to convert Charon to be part of Laplace? Like, this is hysterical.
I don't want to deal with this kind of thing on the outside too.
Making out the shop as a new player is roughly 2 years. Let's see. Okay. I actually haven't read any of his things, so I actually don't know what it does. That's a...
Valid data.
Sorry. I'm trying to read, but then I let go, and then it's like the game's like... Oh, okay.
Computation check.
I love it when...
The dead embraced you.
I'll handle the tech support.
Charging.
Secure channel created.
He is their lab rat.
Do not let yourself go now.
True, true.
An accurate reading.
Target confirmed.
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
Unfortunately, Lucy's too strong, and the enemies aren't strong enough. So everyone gets the buff, and then she just says, "Let me go pew pew." The communicator's ring interrupts his mulling over the sudden change.
We're back. This time the disorder symptoms are visual, nothing too serious. It's a shame you can't see us right now, gathered around the toy box with symbols floating around our heads.
Anyone pictures it and can't help but rub his temple.
What's the situation?
Nothing much to report. So, a piece just did something I'm sure we've all wanted to.
He applied for a massive amount of funds?
No. He killed the administrator who asked him to resubmit his invoice. Then led a dozen critters in an attempted uprising.
Very extreme. Intéressant.
Now, there's no one here who wants to do anything like that to our colleagues.
The list is done. The list is done, Bachi. It has happened. Who eat the eggs?
To each their own. I'd like to confirm something. You just returned this moment, yes? Was anybody thinking about invoices, the canteen, or anything related to Picasma candy just now?
Hey, why all the questions? Mr. Enigma, this isn't exactly the time for a workplace interview.
Come on, stop the chatter and tell me, quickly!
Oh, you mean you think our observations out here are having an impact in there? Right. The approval you owe me, it's still in the back of my mind. You already got it, right? The bottle of Picasma?
That's the one.
His hypothesis is confirmed.
Now, I need you to give me some time. Stay away from the box. Do not observe my movements.
I see. We'll avoid any eye contact with the toy box.
Remember, we have forced evacuation measures in place, Adler.
Silence follows. Enigma holds his breath and watches.
As expected.
The critters slowly disappear and the blood-covered researcher shuffles back to the desk, now simply some grids.
Hey pal, coming through. Sorry, need to reorganize all these receipts ASAP. You heard him, didn't you? The deadline's Friday. Don't your projects need reimbursements too?
Thanks for the reminder, but my team is still waiting for funding approval.
Ah, must be tough. Hang in there.
He pats Enigma on the shoulder, then limps towards the far wall where there should be a lab.
Ulrich, I assume you've also come to the same conclusion.
The correlation between the degree of observation and the toy box's abnormalities.
Exactly. Put this down in your report. The reason I made you all leave wasn't because I harbored any ill will toward my colleagues. As we all know, every new observer adds a degree of freedom. The higher the degree of freedom, the harder it is to converge at a single point. Someone wants to see a dark room, so they turn on a flashlight. But if 10 people in different corners of the room simultaneously turn on their flashlights, between all the beams of light, not one of them can see clearly. This we understood, but what we failed to account for was the light shining through the window, the people outside the room. Not only do those who enter the toy box increase interference, but so too do those who observe from the outside.
This is way too much work, man. The communicator goes silent. Clearly, Ulrich is thinking fast.
An astonishing conclusion, Adler. But it's a line of thought worth testing.
To put in relatively simple terms, the toy box seems to be a singularity. Oh, God. True. The thing is inside and outside. Dana's party. Point is, I don't want to deal with it. It's too much work.
Do you think 2 hours of basic cryptography training would be enough for one of our colleagues to enter the box and take your place?
No need to complicate things. We can cut off communications now.
What did you say?
Turn off the flashlight, and the room will return to its original appearance. Every flashlight, including my own.
Let me remind you again, you're not an arcanist. You can't detect the arcane fluctuations in the toy box on your own.
Yes, I can. Although the effects won't last for long.
He pops open the middle tube in his pocket.
I still have faith in science, even in an era where rain falls in reverse. It's reliable by nature. Systematic, comprehensive, replicable. As for Arcanum, I may as well make the most of it while it's mine to use. Thankfully, its basic applications don't require deep understanding. I'll ensure my own safety.
A rare silence follows from the other end of the communicator as the candies drop into Enigma's palm. The reply finally comes.
Of course. You're an exceptional researcher, and our greatest cryptographer. You still have 30 minutes, plus the 2 additional hours we've approved. Best of luck. See you soon, Adler.
See you soon, Ulrich.
Wow, for once. He nods and hangs up. Bro, okay, not to say that they don't argue, but like compared to like back in what, like chapter 6, 7? This is far less arguing, man. Because those chapters, like any single time the two of them are together, I'm just like, there's just yelling and I can't be bothered to sit here. Too much noise. He's on his own now. Enigma draws a deep breath and closes his eyes. No, I don't like it being dark. I want to observe but to sense. An unfinished antidote and a trace of test poison keep Pensive from using it to cause another tragedy. He's tried it countless times. Can't read fast enough. Oh my god, this is... Why are we doing this? Oh, weird shit's happening. I'm not gonna bother reading any of this because it's way too fast. I'm skim reading it. He didn't get a lot closer in pre-storm protocol main story. That chick killed his half-sister. That is true. It's... Yeah, safe extra. Anyways, I like how I like how my brain was like a second after when I read that she killed his half sister. My brain's like, but science, and then I was like, that was not for science purposes. That was purely because randoms decide, fuck shit. We're gonna do stuff, and I'm just here being like, yep, people did stuff, haha. 4 more parts. Let's go. Oh, we're
What an
back here.
absurd experience. Using my eyes to gauge the distance, what I saw was a far-off tower and the many difficulties to reach it. That, I realize now, was another result of my observation. Yet the moment I stopped trying to logically deduce its location, lo and behold, here it is.
He touches the white wall before him as if to confirm it's really there.
If arcanists truly live in a world of such unpredictability as this, it's little wonder many think they have mental problems. Alright. Since everything's been reset, that thieving raven will likely reappear at the tower, with his shiny contraband in tow. The only problem is getting inside.
Where a door should be, there is only a wall. Enigma tilts his head back and estimates the tower's height. Weigh whether it's worth the climb.
There aren't enough footholds, and I'm not certain whether that structure up there is in fact a window.
He pauses, then lowers his
Open
voice.
sesame.
The wall doesn't answer, nor does it turn for trying.
Arcanists can't just make up incantations, it seems. I thought as much.
Bro, what do you mean I can't just make up a word and just things happen? Because that would be great. Can you imagine if I just did that and like a door just opens? I'd be like, fun. Starts opening every single door.
Surely I don't have to delve into my imagination.
He closes his eyes, still facing the stubborn wall.
Arcane skills. Arcane skills. How on earth do they figure out these things?
True. Well, I guess if you are an arcanist, it just comes to you naturally. It's like the same thing as like learning to walk, I guess. But if you're like not, then it's like hard.
Ugh, I should have asked for a copy of a basic guide to using Arcanum before cutting off communications.
It's okay, you got this. I believe in you. You got it. But I was gonna say, I remember what I was gonna say before when Nobu says we cannot bring out the China in me. I was like, yeah, that is true because like everyone I know calls me like a banana. If you don't understand the analogy, is that because a banana is yellow on the outside, aka I look Asian, but is white on the inside, aka I'm just very non-Asian. Or I should say I'm like white. Which I've technically heard the reverse, which is what, an egg. Which like sometimes I feel embarrassed, but then I'm also like, goddamn, people be good. And actually put in the time because like I don't know why for me, whenever like a Caucasian person knows how to speak really good like Chinese, I'm like really impressed. But any other time anyone else like learns how to speak Chinese, or like knows how to speak good Chinese, my brain's like, damn, I am not as impressed, but I am impressed. Because I do have a friend who is like an egg, where she's like Caucasian, but then she like is really good with Chinese. Also, she speaks Mandarin, which is a lot better than Cantonese because Mandarin is more universal, and a lot more people use it compared to Cantonese. Hey Mira, if I bring you to Mexico, you will become a ripe banana. True. I don't even know enough Spanish, and my Spanish is like horrible. And it's the funny thing is I can't even speak Spanish. Like I know a few words here and there, but that's about it. The only reason why I can like kind of Spanish is because like I can use my French to deduct Spanish occasionally. Cause like I'll see a Spanish like I'll like look and I'll see like a Twitter post and it has Spanish on it, and my brain's just like, I can just use my French to deduct some of the Spanish. And like sometimes I'll get like a couple words here and there, and if it's enough, I can like kind of figure out what this like Twitter post is talking about, but like normally it's not enough.
Never mind. The principles ought to be about the same. Focus your mind and let the intensity of your thoughts bore a hole in the wall.
But yeah. I guess the only thing I can speak is like, I like how my brain's like French. I speak French. I don't like Japanese, but like still. God, I'm French guy.
Not hoping to turn your thoughts into a sledgehammer, are you?
Enigma's eyes snap open. The unchanging darkness is gone. He follows the sound upward. The raven glides down for a smooth landing.
I never expected the ever-logical Adler would have such a wild imagination.
Bird!
Enough wasting time. Hand it over.
You didn't make all that effort making your way here simply to rob me, did you? Seems Laplace hasn't been so busy these days.
As you can see, your instincts have interfered with our work. If you enjoy collecting shiny things so much, I'll give you this communicator. Take it, or any other thing you want.
Empirische Urteile. Überhebliche Spekulationen. Ja, so denkst du. Und genau deshalb wirst du den Nutzern arkaner Fähigkeiten niemals begreifen.
That's irrelevant. Has the simulation been upgraded? Or are you being affected by corrupted data? Huh. The others haven't shared much personal information on Ludwig. Are you German?
Ludwig just... I still think it's funny. It's just a person with bird head. I don't know why. It's just like, this is funny. Mechanically turns his head and fixes his gaze on him.
Ich verstehe ganz genau, was du willst. Du bist viele Male in diesen Turm gekommen, um ihn zu zerstören. Und diese Farce eines Experiments. Dann hat sich etwas verändert. Du wurdest neugierig, wolltest seine Geheimnisse enthüllen. Der natürliche Instinkt eines Forschers. Doch du wurdest viel zu hastig in deinem Streben und hast begonnen, Dinge zu erforschen, die du niemals zu begreifen hoffen kannst.
A constant stream of words flows from Ludwig's speech.
Enough chit-chat. You...
Du kannst das Arcanum nicht begreifen.
Oh no. Ah, it's an arcane skill.
Stop!
What happened? Oh no, he finally understands the source of his discomfort. He has never sensed arcane fluctuations before, not until now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Of course, he can't immediately detect the abnormalities.
Kannst du diese Tür nicht öffnen?
Fast enough! God damn it! I'm bad! I can't read! Enigma grabs the communicator and throws it at the raven, who effortlessly dodges with a flap of its wings.
You're the one interfering with my experiment, Researcher Adler. I need the core to help me unveil the mysteries of language. In fact, not long ago, I made a rather decent discovery.
Another flash of black wings, Enigma notices data flowing across them. Their silhouettes begins to melt away, giving way to a cold gleam of metal beneath.
Was that hypnosis? A curse? Or a prophecy? All that nonsense, and yet nothing has come of it. Most likely needs time to activate.
Enigma checks his timer.
There's still half an hour left. Enough time to get you out of my way.
I need the core. It stays here.
Oh! Alright, we get the fight. Okay. Am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. This is the worst idea ever, but I will do this.
Still to avoid this fate.
You'll be fine.
Deine Einmischung ist der eigentliche Beweis dafür, dass die Erschaffung einer perfekten Sprache notwendig ist. Dieser Kern wird es mir ermöglichen, die schmutzigen Fehler der Sprache zu eliminieren und die Shannon-Entropie in ein vollkommenes Gleichgewicht zu bringen. Keine Abhängigkeit mehr von Kontext oder Erfahrung. Keine Mehrdeutigkeiten oder Missverständnisse mehr. Wenn die Entropie ihr Minimum erreicht,
I like how some of these words are just like you say it normally with the German accent. If I bring to like, I guess so, that's fair enough. That happens in other languages too.
Und so wirst du schließlich vollständig begreifen, was ich beschrieben habe.
If you just surrender the core, there would be no reason to fight. Ich werde mir dein weiteres Geschwätz nicht mehr anhören.
Alright, let's do this.
Computation check.
The dead embrace you.
Alright, time to crack some codes.
Charging.
So obvious.
Do not let yourself go now.
According to my calculations.
Target confirmed.
Schmerz betrifft die Toten nicht.
Ah, Lucy really just said, let me just
Am Ende bist du nichts weiter als ein weiteres Datensegment. Unfähig, dich an diesem Ort der Entropie zu erhalten.
Wow, Lucy, we love it when you carry. Go, girl.
Die Konsequenzen kollidierender Daten. Ich sollte besser einige stabile Datenübertragungskanäle einrichten. Zum Glück habe ich noch etwas Zeit.
I'll handle the tech support.
Doom awaits within.
Just a...
There is no end to this misery.
Loading.
Encryption complete.
Verzeihen Sie mir.
That doesn't sound good.
Befreie dich von den Grenzen des Geistes.
No, let's go! We did it!
Please, go ahead. There is work left here to be done.
Let's go, Lucy, carry us. The fortress crumbles, the metal dissolves like foam. Ludwig twitches on the ground. Spreads his wings and struggles into an upright position. Data flashes in his black eyes.
My data? You've utterly destroyed it.
We both know the box will reset. And you'll go back to your chattering, Raven.
Ah, yes. The pieces exist in a world that may be reset. One might think their lives are full of opportunity and that everything is recoverable.
Hello, Papa.
But under
How are
special
you?
conditions, these pieces can also die.
What do you mean?
The core's contents have the ability to interfere with everything around it. It can tear your mind apart, even scramble your data into a jumbled mess. Opening its protective shell won't bring you the results you're looking for. Ludwig already paid the price for his curiosity. His experiment failed, and his mind was imprisoned here. It wasn't until a short while ago that he finally departed. I am merely a segment of leftover data, an attempt to warn other curious minds to stay well away from danger.
You mean to say your actions came from good intentions? Care to explain that incantation of yours? It still hasn't taken effect.
Exhausted, wishing it were next weekend. I don't know. Fair enough. I'm not having the greatest week either, so I'm also kind of like, I kind of want that stuff not to happen. Other than playing games and streaming, because that's fine. 11 days till the day off. IMO game looks good though. Yes, this is a very fun game.
It was meant to change your mind, to prevent you from comprehending the arcane presence here. In stopping you from entering the tower, you would be protected from the madness and ruin that awaits.
So you're telling me so I don't go crazy and insane when I go in there, right? It's okay. I'm crazy and insane already. I'm schizo. Like, what's worse than being schizo, man? And pretending like you're not talking to yourself. It's fine.
There's no need for you to go the way of the other pieces who came here, breaking down piece by piece, until you eventually vanish into nothing.
This game is so cooked. I like this game. It's fun. I like... This is the only game, like a gacha game, that has made me play this game in, like, English. In terms of, like, the game itself and the characters. Because I know, like Arknights, you can have the game in one language and then have your characters in different languages. But this is, like, the only gacha game that I'll, like, actively be like, I'm okay to play this in English. And, like, the whole thing. I also like the designs for these characters. They're, like, really good. And, like, they fit their, like, I like the outfits because they fit their personalities in there for the characters, but also, like, I guess, like, the, depending what, area they're from, they also have different styles and different outfit, designs as well, so that's also very cool and fun. And also, I don't know why, but I swear this game and the company is just really good at making music, and I'm just like, dang, you a music company? You get lots of different types of music in this game because of the different cultures and other things in this game. So yeah. Excuse me. Hello, No. We are doing good. We are chilling, or at least I'm chilling and playing the game. It's great. It's collab, live stream, upcoming concert, and future art books are all leaked from the inside. Oh, let's go. I just came out from a very weird dream while my right side of my body is numb. That is, No, I don't know what happened, but maybe you shouldn't... You good? I'm doing good. I'm doing evil. Great, Nobu. His feathers begin to fall, more symbols flicker across his body.
But you needn't worry. It won't be long until my arcane skill ceases to function.
I've never had the opportunity to work with Ludwig. But based on your simulation of him, I can guess he's a stubborn, conceited, curious, egotistical fellow.
Oh, not really. Just a raven cursed with knowledge, trying his best to protect those who come after.
A typical Laplace employee.
You're unhappy.
Sounds like position. You sleep on your arm? That is true. Like, unless you like slept on your arm really funny the whole night, then that's the only thing I can get. But you know, if it's not that, then I don't know what else it could be. So if it's not that, then maybe we might have to think about other things. I'm good from swimming under the ocean to lift a whole truck underwater. The next scene, I'm at school. Damn! What the fuck? Yeah, practically squeezing it. Why are we doing that? No. Why are we doing that? Also, that's a one weird-ass dream, man. He studies Enigma with eyes that no longer shine.
No. I was only thinking that perhaps there should be someone who helps bear the risks and makes decisions on behalf of these geniuses. Working alongside colleagues with no understanding of lab safety protocols comes at too great a price. Having a branch director go missing for so long must have certainly affected productivity.
It's comfy, okay? I love sleeping on my side. That is okay, I sleep on my side too, but I do not sleep on my arm like that. And my arm does not go numb, okay? I sleep on my side too. But I like put my arms, like I stretch my arms up, like in my, like, I'm laying on my pillow and I stretch my arms up to just like put underneath my pillow. I kind of like bent it over. So like realistically, I just have my arm underneath my pillow and then I just lay down. But like, even though like I sleep sideways, I'll usually end up facing like straight up. And also like, in general, even if I like sleep sideways and I have my arms like next to, like I actually, to be honest, I never have my arms next to me. Actually, the best way to describe how I sleep is like I sleep in like almost like a fetal position when I sleep. If you guys can kind of picture that. I sleep on my back. It's not numb, but now in pain. Bro, what the fuck? It's too uncomfortable now, but used to be very comfy for me. Yeah. Yeah, I either can sleep sideways on my back. I cannot sleep on my chest. That is one thing I cannot sleep. That is one position I cannot. Because I can't breathe if I sleep on my chest. And no, this is not me just face planting my face into the pillow. I can't I can't breathe properly if I do that, so yeah.
But you and I have never worked together.
Emma checks his timer again.
We've been colleagues for the last 10 minutes.
You're not going to heed my warning, are you? You're still going to remove the core to satisfy your curiosity.
I am going to take it. Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something.
Ludwig nods.
What a coincidence. Some of the previous pieces who came here said a similar thing.
From my view here, the best view is a Twitch Turbo. Perfect timing for Twitch, not gonna lie. I sleep on my side or on my chest. Yeah. I sleep most of the time on my side and then on my back occasionally, but if I'm sleeping on my chest, it means that either I had a really bad day and I really just don't care about not being able to breathe, or something else is happening. Because it's just not very fun. I can't sleep on my chest because of my chest. I actually can't breathe because of my chest. It just doesn't work out.
Their data was also destroyed. Unless new data is uploaded, they'll never appear in the box again. I'm not entirely sure what to call it. I hope you'll forgive me for presuming it as death. Which, I believe, is precisely what I'm experiencing now. Farewell, my colleague. I wish you all the best.
Ludwig vanishes into the air, and on the wall behind where he had stood, a door appears.
Farewell.
My throat does a funny if I sleep on my side. When I go on my side, I don't know what happens, but it's like my throat gonna close and I startle awake from low oxygen. What is happening? Why? What are we all doing? Are we all trying to like solely harm ourselves or cause our inevitable demise when we're trying to sleep? Because I can't breathe. Nobu is like dying of low oxygen. Like, what are we doing? Also, different game question. How come does Midova is only master can fulfill command seals? Oh, we're talking about FGO. I can't answer that one. Cause I don't know the answer to that one. I blame being old. What? Okay, so basically, Nobu, what you're saying is you're old and that's the reason why, so that the equivalent of that is just basically also being like, I'm old, which is true, and that is the reason. Because inevitably, because we're both old, that's just our problem. If I sleep from my side, it's okay, but when I sleep on my back, I drool until my throat is dry. Great. All for nothing.
Next time a colleague disappears without a trace, they'd better leave behind more clues first. Not even a crack. This isn't drawn on, is it? No visible locks. No signs of arcane skills either.
But to whom?
Greta's been here. She found a way through. There must be a way.
I think what happens is whatever the thing that hangs in back of throat is called, that blocks airflow, when I'm on my side. Your uvula? Uvula? I think that's what it's called, or something like that. It's like a funny name, and I make fun of it every single time when people say it.
Researcher Adler? Researcher Adler, how are you? We've all been quite concerned about your condition. The results of our investigation into the storm have arrived, and everyone's fighting to form research teams. This might be a bit presumptuous, but we'd like to invite you to join us.
That's right. You probably don't remember, but during a cryptography lecture at the University of Göttingen, you said every puzzle has a solution, and that if there is no answer, it's just because we haven't figured out the rules yet. This is just like that, a crossword puzzle that nobody's ever solved. We'll be entering new territory, the first to research the storm.
Uvula, however it spells that. Also, another, depending on which side I sleep, when I wake up, that's the location of the pain when I wake up. Oh, God. Guys! Okay, basically, we're all bad at sleeping, and we may sometimes, or may eventually, cause our own demise because of our sleep. Okay, the thing I love the most about sleep is that I am unconscious, and I am almost, but not, like, dead. Kind of. I'm in, like, a limbo state. Which basically just means that I have, like, no responsibility or consequences or need to worry about things while I am sleeping. Which is great. The only thing I hate about sleeping is when you feel tired. That's about it. So, yeah. It's great. I love sleeping. And honestly, if, like, I was really tired and you let me sleep and I didn't have to do anything, I feel like I could just lay in bed and sleep all day. Which is kind of bad. Don't what position my body take when I sleep, but when I wake up, I'm in pain. Sleep is just death with benefits. True. It's not like I'm fully aware of when I'm asleep, and that's how I remember most of my dream. Bro! I'm not awake. I usually am, like, thinking about something, and then I'll lay there, and then I'll fall asleep, and then I don't remember. I'll be essentially out. I'm knocked out. And then I'll wake up, like, hours later, and it's tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. I'm just awake now, and I might be tired or not tired by the time I wake up.
And we'll be the first to find a solution, to figure out the truth.
He stares at the crossword before him, the letters in its squares drawn in ink so thick they're illegible, just like the storm covering everything with no kind
A solution? A solution that can be overturned at any time by the appearance of an inexplicable presence? Only a fanatic would find joy in all this. At least they finally have some evidence that gods are here.
I hear they've given you a nickname, Good-a-House.
My dreams are pretty much a compilation of random horror movies and thriller games mashed together. I also remember who are in my dreams, so right now my brain is in pain. That is very fun. My dreams, the ones I can remember, are all of, like, me, or like a persona version of me in some kind of piece of media that I have watched, read, or whatever. And it always, by the end of it, leads to the death of either me or a character in that piece of property, or in that piece of media, yes. It's probably better if I call it that. Yeah. So it ends in a death of some sort. And I'm just like, why? Why?
Enigma, you must admit your colleagues have quite a sense of humor. And taste, if you ask me.
She sets down a stack of files.
You may be helping with some decoding work in here, and somehow turned me into your personal news and paper delivery girl. But this house isn't a laboratory, nor your dorm, and it's certainly not an emergency shelter. There is no harm in returning to a normal life.
I'm listening.
No, you aren't.
Enigma sighs and sets down the squash ball.
All right, fine. I'll say what you want me to say. How's the situation outside, Kreta? Everyone must be very busy. They've given up on sending smart robots to my door, and they haven't asked me to join their various research teams for quite some time. Has the Storm research had any new breakthroughs? Is everyone in high spirits? Busy coming up with great ideas?
She's quiet for a moment, then shakes her head slightly.
Another storm hit. It was sudden. I heard there were researchers gathering data outside. They didn't make it back in time.
Does the person who dies someone you like? Yes. If it's not me that dies, and it's a person who dies from that piece of media that my personified or different persona version of me is in that piece of media, yes, it's a person that I like. Or, yeah, yes, person, character, whatever you want to call it. Also, I remember when I saw a rapture, I was woken up by electrocution, so I was quite mad and went back to sleep. I sleep beside an extension because sockets are lacking. I see. I normally don't have dreams, but when I do, it's about zombies or whatever I'm hyper focused on. Like the last dream I had was me exploring the Chernobyl exclusion zone, specifically the city of Pripyat. So even in dreams, Mirai is a death note. I caused the death of many people in my dreams when I don't even mean to. And you know what's even worse? You want to know the cause of death? You want to know what the cause of death is every single time. The cause of death, if it's for someone else other than me, it's because of me. I'm the reason. I'm the cause of death. I really am just a death note everywhere.
The situation as a foundation isn't much better.
Also, before I was swimming, I was playing basketball and lost the balls. Before I was roaming a mall. Before that, I was roaming the whole neighborhood. That's interesting. He wants to slam his fist on the table. Instead, he just pushes the papers aside, exhausted.
Is that so? I see.
There must be a reason, something that has driven you here to stand before the storm, to demand a response that has never came.
I've attended lectures at Laplace. Their researchers firmly believe they can discover the truth. It's utter conceit. But that's the way it should be. I'll take up that hole and do what you've been nagging me to do. I'll take care of those pesky committees.
Oh, I remember this line.
But just so you know, I'm not doing this for the higher-ups who look down on us, but for the people who look up to us from below. Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something.
It's pronounced as Chernobyl. I don't even know if I said it correctly, but again, with the pronunciation. He has never truly looked at the store. Difficulties and obstacles are common in... let me finish reading! In research, every result is built on countless failures. For the first time, he
I
takes
should have
a
done
few...
this a long time ago. No.
Let me
No
finish
need to
reading.
speculate on how the past could have gone. There's an excellent opportunity. Right here and now.
It's fine. Who needs to read it? Not me. The Picrasma extract is wearing off. His heartbeat pounds in his ears, as everything he perceives slowly returns to what it was.
Everything inside the toy box changes with observation. It faithfully recreates my every thought, perception, and idea.
That line reminds me of sure noble, but start sure with ch instead of ch. It's oh sure noble. What starts sure with ch instead of ch. It's okay. I don't need to. Here we go. Okay, I said it right, and then I'm gonna not try it again because I'm gonna say it wrong and correct myself. Maybe it's the side effects of the extract. Maybe it's the absurdity of what he sees and how unsurprising it all is. A searing pain rises behind his eyes.
Turns out, there was no wall around the door after all.
An unknown darkness engulfs him. He steps forward with ease. The place where his toy box journey began. The place, oh my god, let me finish reading. The place where it ends! Every journey began at this field. He recognizes the feeling of the grass beneath his boots.
Back where I started.
Almost. Sure, like the first part of church, now like no bull, like bull. I see.
Not bad.
Parting the blades, he makes his way towards the center. The core rests there in the grass, waiting for the next stubborn seeker to pick it up.
The core can read one's thoughts and make the toy box manifest whatever one desires most. I wanted to create a language without limits, a language everyone could understand and use. And so, it rebuilt the Tower of Babel for me. It is far too powerful. If you take it, you'll be engulfed by it. Something I don't want to happen. But it's clear you've made your decision. I'm powerless to stop you.
It's all good.
I can only wish you the best of luck, and hope you stay true to your convictions. If I had the time, I'd like to have witnessed what it creates for you.
There's endless grass in countless places. Maybe it's the mountaintop he once reached. Maybe it's the graveyard he can't bring himself to visit. Maybe it's the open field in front of the Laplace building. All he wanted was to return to that first field of grass.
All right. Adventure's over.
Enigma bends down and picks up the core.
It's created a new code under my observation. A familiar, basic code. And a hint. Das Zeitalter der Menschen ist zu Ende.
He reads the words under his breath. This is as close to reality as simulation gets. replicating appearance, language, and thought. The data does its job, producing the most reasonable result it can. In the real world, there is a note just like this in his drawer, taken from that pioneer's journal. She found the answer even here in the simulation. Proof that she will walk this path every time without expectation, a prophecy written in data.
Huh. Arcanum.
Can we still blow it? No, actually, I was like, can we still blow it up? And I'm like, nope, we shouldn't blow it up. Blowing things up, not good. Oh, I can actually read this. It's actually really short. Well, it's a poem, so that makes sense. Is this the last one, or do we still have one more? I think we have one more. Because we said there's 4. I think this is the 3rd one, I think. Unless I'm wrong, you're
Visionaire
counted back.
cipher. A multi-layered application of the Caesar cipher.
No! I like how I know these 2 ciphers. This is so dumb. Curse you, MatPat, for being in the background while I do my work. Curse you!
In this scenario, using Kazeski's test to reverse engineer the key from known ciphertext is the most suitable approach.
I can't believe this.
Usually, the key isn't particularly long. It was most likely repeated to generate this ciphertext. Simply find the repeating character sequences and use the distance between them to infer the key's length. It must be a multiple.
He hasn't worked on something like this in a long time. A simple puzzle, simple enough that he once walked his family through it as a clever little trick.
Where did I put that German letter frequency table? First, calculate the index of coincidence. Then, try each possible key combination in order. Laplace's computers must operate at remarkably high speeds. All that remains, then, is to pick out the plaintext with the most meaning. Done. And to think this is the answer generated from my observation. I'd expected it to be something far more mundane, like squash or answer.
What? I actually have to put words in here? Oh, thank God that this thing tells me what to put. I don't even know what I don't even know if that...
Zukunft.
I don't know what this means. It's just a word and just letters. The metal melts into a soft liquid and the... Oh my God, I can't read it fast enough. Indecipherable symbols fall away. He has solved it. And his reward is an unbearable truth. Oh, snap. It's too bright. That hurts my eyeballs. You can no longer see the arcane glow, yet the burning behind his eyes returns all the same. His vision blurs, his arms begin to tremble, everything around him collapses inward like a crushed cardboard box. Zerkentopf? German for future. Okay. I didn't even say it right. I put in letters at the end, and then I didn't pronounce the F at all. Okay, I think I swapped the T and the F from each other because I tried to repeat it in my head and I'm like, yeah, I did.
These intense arcane fluctuations. I've seen them before. Verdammt. First, I need to...
You added RS. Great. I love it when I add things in. The metal returns to its original form. The secret was I can't even read. Revealed for only a moment, but the moment was enough. The lock isn't there to keep knowledge in. It's there to protect those too ignorant to survive it.
I must have seen something like this before. I'm... Yes. It was when they tried to read that incantation aloud.
The first circle. Oh no! I think we'll never remember till the day you die. Igma's fingers fly across the keys, pulling up files from the plus.
High concentrations of asymmetrical
I can't
nuclide
believe
are
we're talking
detected
about
in
that
certain
stuff.
locations.
No, God. My brain's like, I know I mentioned it a couple times, and my brain's just like, nope. I don't want to think about that.
Upon inspection, these concentrations were not correlated with any external factors.
It's okay, Nobu. To be honest, I either take away letters or add things. So in this case, I just added
These
stuff.
locations did not follow any particular distribution pattern, nor did they overlap with the results of our geological surveys. Based on our current research, the arcane fluctuations at these locations are similar to those of an activated Hoffman knot, both sharing the same tremor frequency. Some posit this as a blessing of sorts, resulting from the worship of a supreme existence. For example, the School of Aperons believe in the Boundless One spared them from the effects of the storm. And Miss Amundsen's self-described worship of the Mother Spirit is most likely connected to the mutation she underwent. All of these locations had records of relatively extended periods of deity worship. Supreme existence? Deity? If there were a unifying theory to describe the entire universe, even these so-called gods would be scientifically explained.
Puppets manipulated by invisible strings. Enigma leans forward, head bowed. He stares at the cold metal cord in his hands. Doubt and mockery hardened into anger, which then instantly morphed into something stronger. Curiosity.
What a helpful little assistant you are.
No! Why'd you say that?
The news you brought back was very interesting, Simone.
No, why are you telling me about worshiping God? Because then I just think about religion, and religion is bad. And then religion is bad, and the church is bad. God. I hate this.
Madame Z has always maintained a cooperative attitude toward Laplace. It should have come as no surprise to you.
Bro, the lag is so bad here. The glowing bar of her eye flickers. This is the link's expression. Madame Lucy has learned roughly the equivalent of a human wink. Data analysis has shown it can lighten the mood and convey warmth, making it particularly well suited for conversations between friends.
I did not expect Laplace would receive such unique research materials. The details contained in the core of that toy box have created a new basis for greater exploration and research into the storm. Perfecting the immunity ritual has become a more likely possibility. The report also mentions that researchers Adler and Medicine Pocket collaborated to develop an antidote for Picrasma extract. I did not use the wrong names, correct?
Correct. Your data loss has alleviated considerably. Although a significant portion of data still remains irrecoverable with our current abilities, it's only a matter of time until we find a solution, Madame Lucy.
Right, because of all the testing she did in the early chapters for 6 and 7. Right, this is a result of that. Oh, god damn it. That was a moment of, hey, no good test subjects, I'll just use myself.
Good. Then I will apply for some even more complex research tasks when the time comes.
She nods seriously.
I have finished composing a response to researcher Adler's letter. First, the antidote is undoubtedly an invention with immense practical value, allowing picrasma extract to be used to greater effect. However, their testing methods went against regulations. They have violated Articles 51 and 106 of the Laplace Laboratory Code of Conduct. While I congratulate researcher Adler on his official appointment as director, I must also warn him that he will appear on this month's public notice board for these violations.
Oh, he did take the position.
In other words, everyone will see his appointment and his breach of regulations announced side by side.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Just on the board, it's like, you're a new director, plus all these things you violated as well.
Based on my estimates, this has a 92% chance of occurring. Approaching certainty.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't need someone to tell me the percentage. It's just gonna happen. He's gonna do it. Simone smiles.
There is something else I do not understand. Does Laplace currently have a large surplus of paper? All this information could have been relayed via communication device.
It's generally considered that letters are a more formal form of notice. Any other thoughts on his appointment? Would you like me to monitor researcher Adler's performance during his first 3 months as director?
There is no need to scrutinize this specific matter, Simone.
Another flicker of her eye, she runs her finger over the letter on the desk.
I am still functioning. Thus, there are still people who seek answers to the world's unsolved mysteries, and those who work to uncover its unknown principles. We continue to walk the path of progress.
Hey Mirai, I'm promoting you, but I'm also blogging you for all your yelling. Great, I appreciate it. That's ending. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we have one more. Okay. We're almost done. We have one more, and then we'll be finished.
This is a very thorough report. And knowing where you stand, it's safe to say Laplace won't be facing many more problems for the time being.
Let's go! Take it. She flips through the files and nods.
Our research will continue until we uncover the truths behind the toy box. After we establish the toy box research group, I'll be sure to submit more detailed reports of our results. What you have there is far from our final conclusion on the subject, or on our collaboration with the Foundation.
Between promises, the soon-to-be director has learned how to hold his ground.
Anyone who gives the final answer without careful consideration is either a gambler or a cheat. I'm glad to see your prudence and rationality as a researcher remain as dependable as ever. Of course, I'm even happier you finally decided to be more than just a researcher.
I'm sorry, but even now I still don't fully understand your decision. I also have one more condition.
Go ahead.
Before my appointment is officially announced, I want to meet with the timekeeper. The Foundation's stance is not fully representative of the Timekeepers, is it?
Under the framework of a new bill, the Timekeeper and her team do enjoy a greater degree of autonomy.
The answer that is both ambiguous and clever, such autonomy still falls within the Foundation's legal framework.
Regardless, this isn't a difficult request to fulfill. Laplace's research findings have made many major contributions to the Timekeeper's operations. Rebuilding trust during this period of turmoil is essential.
You've become quite proficient at all this. And I'm just finally starting to get used to it.
Maintaining Laplace's independence, meeting with the Timekeeper. Is there anything else?
Enigma is quiet for a moment.
Before the Foundation requests the details of any of Laplace's research, they must inform me what it will be used for. Can you accept this?
The Foundation has never deliberately concealed anything from Laplace. We've always guaranteed your right to know.
Yes, but the reasons they provide could easily be half-truths, or arrive late. I don't mean to make your life difficult, but you know better than I the reality of how the Foundation operates. Judging by your reaction, you can't make that promise. I expected as much.
She neither confirms nor denies it.
I have no other requests.
We love it when people lie to our faces. Or just say, yeah, we'll just tell you later. And I'm like, bruh. Really? All those endless meetings finally prove their worth. The strategic concession, a classic among expert negotiators. Not meant to get anything specific, but to make a point.
Very good.
She pauses. Oh, no, you don't have to, like, there's no command for unlurking. You can just tell me when you're back. It's all good. And I'm getting smacked in the head. What the fuck? Although I'm back from cooking. Hello.
You'll be notified of the official appointment within the week. After which, it will be announced to every department. Hopefully, we won't run into any trouble.
She glances around the room.
You have a lot of paperwork ahead of you. Why not start with a tidy up? Some advice from someone with experience. Those paper stacks tend to shrink after a little organization.
Resorting to psychological suggestion?
If it gets the job done.
Ramsey walks to the door, then turns to say goodbye.
All in all, congratulations to you, Adler, and to Laplace. You've secured a positive future for this place.
She leaves. Enigma stands surrounded by walls of files. Sighs. I'm not used to using the command since I've been using it since I started my account, which is 5 years ago. It's all good.
Marguerite.
Oh! You! I'm out. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. I'm leaving. Peace out. I'm joking. I'm not leaving, but I did get out of my chair, though. I don't really want to be here. Okay, anyways, I'm back. Laplace is a massive institution, and as such, they rarely cross paths. Last time they exchanged only a brief nod. F this Shiza. out. I just don't want to see her. That's about it. He takes a moment to study her. A cold metallic gleam runs through the center of her dress like a butterfly emerging from a dark cocoon of torn fabric and flesh.
I've seen your research. Not half bad.
She wears an impeccable smile.
Thank you, Mr. Adler. And congratulations.
Brief but sufficient. He doesn't want his first act as director to be tearing an irreparable rift through Laplace.
Go on in, Mr. Adler. Everyone's waiting.
Happy birthday!
Wait, what? This man's what is this? Party poppers go off with a bang. Colorful ribbons rain down over Enigma.
What the hell are you all doing?
This is so cute, by the way. Look at this. It's great. I just want to take this and frame it. And then just add him at the side, like extend this. It'd be great. So good. None of this is what he'd expected. It was supposed to be a brief meeting, but the moment he opened the doors, control slipped away from him entirely.
It's a celebration, Mr. Enigma, for your birthday. And for your appointment as director, of course.
Damn, the double celebration! Enigma proceeded to complain about resources. True.
Today isn't my birthday.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You can celebrate it early. The most important thing is today is a day worth celebrating.
Wait. We don't even need to celebrate the 2 days. It's only one. I love how words can be confusing sometimes. Like read can read, live can live, lead can lead. Oh. Lead can lead. And I know you pronounced it differently. Lovely.
There's cake. Is that dairy cream? Or something plant-based?
Elizabeth pulls another party popper. The sharp smell halts.
Wait.
The snake's investigation.
Our readings have shown higher concentrations of cortisol and adrenaline in the air. We've all been under pressure lately, you most of all, Adler. Your index is higher than anyone else's. A celebration like this gives everyone a chance to relax, which in turn will make them all the more productive with the upcoming workload.
Yay! That means I get a break! Let's go! A thoughtful, theoretical justification for the party. Courtesy of Ulrich.
Well, this is a birthday party, isn't it? Make a wish, Enigma. What's that? You want me to make one on your behalf? Well, if you say so.
No one said anything.
I wish, more than anything in the world, for my approval form to pass today, I need to sample the outer material of the toy box.
Denied. Your plasma consumption research already jumped the queue. And we need to maintain the structural integrity of the toy box.
Sim Pocket rolls his eyes and drifts towards the toy box on the table anyway.
Hey, step away from the box. No.
This party seems to have given these geniuses an excuse to run wild. No one cares anymore what the meeting was supposed to be about.
Listen up!
He raises his voice helpless, and his brilliant colleagues finally spare him a moment of their attention.
As you all know, I will be serving as Laplace's director.
What is this? Excuse an approval. A perfect whistle.
Sans blague. You don't say.
We were hardly surprised by the decision. You'd already been doing the work for quite some time. All this goes to prove that, even though you needed some time to adjust, Madame Lucy's judgment was correct.
though he prepared a few words, he now finds himself thinking carefully about how a leader ought to express themselves.
I suppose I've well and truly picked up some useless habits.
And? Anything else you want to say, Director?
Then he says, I quit. Drew, he says right now, I quit, I'm done. Oh, so funny. It'd be great. That'd be funny, but I don't think he would say that. By the power of science. Laplace sound familiar, like a character from Slime Tensura.
In short, I will do my best.
Let's go! That's
until we find someone better suited for the job.
Oh my god. That's so fun. He basically did essentially say, I quit. Almost, but not quite. Not directly, but close to it.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben?
Wait, we're back to this? What happened? No!
Eine Frage, die noch immer unbeantwortet bleibt.
No, can we not? It was so great! What happened? No, we're not going back to this. No, this is not Persona. That's not how this works.
Ich glaube nicht an die Existenz von Göttern. Noch an irgendeinen Himmel oder eine Hölle. Ich wünschte, du könntest mir deine Antwort geben, Greta. Ich wünschte, ich könnte dich selbst fragen.
It better be Persona or he ain't coming back, so why do we have to come back to this? It was fine. We were okay. And then we have to come back to this. Is he casting a spell? Sounds like a spell from Fate Stay Night. Well, he rests his fingers on the trigger. I'm gonna turn around. Okay, here. I'm actually gonna turn around in my chair. Press the button. Actually, I'm not gonna turn around because then I can't see.
Bang.
The age of humans has come to an end. But you can continue living.
Divine pistol, a birthday gift, a memento, a beginning.
In our new age.
Ooh, okay, we're good. Lord Jesus, I had a moment. Because otherwise, it's not going to be very good. Let's go. What is this? Oh god, what did I run into? Oh no, this requires me to press buttons. Oh. So, is this the end? Yes, this is land. Then Liberta sneaks in to nab gun and hunt dad. True. Oh my god. I found things and I accidentally clicked things, and I don't know if this was a good idea to do. Oh. Well, I'll come back to that later. Right, what are we doing tomorrow since we finished reverse? More FGO game grinding? True, we could game grind. AK, I could game grind in this game. I could. Wait, can I buy this? No, I can't! I'm still poor! Well, we can finish all the other levels that I have not done, because I should probably finish them since we have the time. We could grind in this. Well, not. I don't know if we call it grinding in this game, really. Wait, I actually have to play. Yeah, I have to play, because then you guys are gonna tell me I'm not playing the game.
Program activated.
Alright. Press the buttons. We will probably grind tomorrow. Or we'll play this game again, do some stuff. Maybe we might do FGO? I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Because I was like, what? Comes out Friday. And even if it comes out a day earlier, it would be Thursday. And I don't stream on Thursdays, so it would be
valid data.
The dead embrace you.
I'll handle the tech support.
Loading.
So obvious.
Also about FGO, when's the next
memory of the dead.
I actually don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule for all the banners because I was like, I'm not pulling, so I have no need to check for banners. I could actually go to sleep early today.
There's work left here to be done.
Maybe I do a bit of grinding, and then I go to sleep earlier, so I don't feel like I'm ditching.
Battles can be just as informative as codes. You just have to know how to read them. I'll handle it. All right.
Doom.
Charging.
Sleep is good, especially with
Encryption complete.
True.
According to my calculations.
Cherish life.
Aim and shoot.
Yeah, well, we'll do a bit of grinding
Another
here.
perfect combination of
We
reason
have
and
two
passion.
videos to watch, actually. We have character trailer for Yang Yang, because Wua. And then Star Rail put out another video for, I think it's for Himiko, I think it is. Yeah. But it's one of those like lore video type things. I should probably recook my chicken. Yes, that would probably be a good idea. Do not eat the raw chicken. But also like cook chicken good. Oh, actually, it depends on how you cook it, so.
Program activated.
I don't understand how people can just, I don't know, like cook or boil chicken and then just eat it with like no seasoning. And I'm like, bro, eat
According to my
seasoning, please.
calculations, an accurate reading.
In memory of the dead.
Barrage. Attack.
Betrifft die Toten nicht.
Bro, I think it's so funny because Laplace's color palette is just mostly like
There is no doom.
like white, and then Charon's just in
Sacrifice
black.
holds meaning only
And I'm
in
just like,
mourning.
man, the contrasting
Life is
colors here.
delicate and
Fried.
easily lost.
Here, we gonna refry it. Alright, let's go.
Befreie dich von den Grenzen des Geistes.
Verzeihen Sie mir. Schmerz betrifft die Toten nicht.
Go. We did it.
Another perfect combination of reason and passion.
Okay. And the last one.
There is time still to avoid this fate.
I'll handle the all right.
Doom.
Loading.
Decode complete. Encryption
Yeah, I think
complete.
I'm gonna go to sleep early
Memory of the
since we have nothing else important to do, and I don't need to like grind anything right away in this game.
Disassembly.
Plus, I have time tomorrow to do it anyways. Probably finish a few things here, and then we'll watch videos, and then we'll
One that can only
Sacrifice
exist in
holds
theory.
meaning only in its morning. Life is delicate and easily lost.
Befreie dich von den Grenzen des Geistes.
Show mercy.
The light that illuminates all. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Let's go. We did. I'm not poor anymore. Well, I haven't bought out the entire shop, so I guess I still need to do that, but still not poor. I'm back. Welcome back. We'll leave it for now. Okay. Oh, that's not unlocked yet, so we'll leave it. Okay, let me collect all this stuff here. I feel like I wake up in a singularity. What's happening here? No, what's going on here? Do we need to talk about some things? What's happening?
I heard crickets chirping when darkness fell. So lit my light.
I'll collect all the stuff here. There we go.
I heard crickets chirping when darkness fell.
Okay,
So lit
let's
my light.
scroll.
Take a seat as you like, but no touching of the files and drafts around you. They may seem messy.
I'm broke! Wow, when I'm broke. I love it. When I have no money. Yep, I'm no money. I'm broke. Too much random dreams last month. Now it's affecting my perception of reality. That is not very good. Oh, I can use them all.
Program activated.
Who needs reserve stamina when you could just
Thank you for
use
your
it all?
cooperation.
Yep, I definitely don't like being broke. I like having money.
The light that illuminates all. Eliminate target. Barrage.
Red 38 is about to return.
Take a seat as you like, but no touching of the files and drafts around you.
Oh, it's
They may
mostly-
seem messy, but I assure you.
Okay. Okay, there we go. The fights in this game remind me of Revived Witch, but with section of what type of
Thank you for your
ATK.
barrage.
Yeah.
Yep.
The light
Pardon me.
I realized that the team I use for this grinding section is like
Thank you for your clarity.
kind of bad.
Aim and shoot.
Well, definitely not the one that I was gonna say, it's definitely not the best team.
Victory, the mother of arrogance.
Wait, you know Revived Witch? I think I know which one you're talking about. I've like seen it before, but I have not like played it. Like what was I gonna call? What was I gonna say? Oh, like the girl on the like the main girl, isn't she like a girl with like silver whitish hair and like she has like your typical like a witch outfit, right? It's like a maroon color. It's either a maroon color or it's like a purple. I'm very bad remembering. I remember seeing this thing. Yep, okay, great. I'm not just bench. Purple-ish. Okay, I see. Well, considering it's a global counterpart, was only up for 2 years before shutting down. I see.
Yep. Not right. Eliminate target. Pardon.
I just found out today that like HoloLive has like a game, and like they're making the global version release. Like the global version of the game like release is like I think at like the end of this month or close to the end of this month. I think it's like 2 weeks from now.
Take a seat as you like.
And I was like,
But
damn.
no touching of the files and
They
drafts
have
around you.
game for
They may seem
them?
messy,
I didn't know.
but I assure you.
I should probably like finish leveling this thing. Also, I don't want to be broke. Oh, did my game just crash? Is my game telling me you should be done? Oh, the candy, the candy.
Great things.
All Live Dreams? Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had a game.
Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
So I was like,
now is the time for
there's a game?
The enemies of
Didn't
peace shall
know.
be stamped out. Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, at least for anime people, I found out like a while ago when the Jujutsu Kaisen game came out. It's like a turn-based type thing, and stuff like that. I've only played it because I was like, oh, I want to see what it is and stuff like that. It's kind of like the same thing as like the Code Geass game if you played that, where they have like stuff following like the main story, but then they also have like a story mode where it has like its own unique kind of stories and stuff like that, but with the same characters and stuff. I played it for a little bit and then I dropped it because I got stuck at a point and I never picked it up ever since. And I mostly played it just because I was like, I want to own these characters and I want to look at the illustrations and that's it. But I was like, I didn't do that without playing the game. But then a few months after that, I found out that Tokyo Revengers has the exact type of game that both these other two games have. It's like the same thing, but just different show. And I was like, I would play this. Mostly because I want the side content. Because the side content is about the characters that are actually like the ones I like, and the side content is actually good. Which I'm just like, damn, I love it when a game and side content in the game is actually good and not like the actual like story itself, like the actual OG material, aka the manga, up until a certain point.
This ends now.
But yeah, so I was like, they need to make a global version or a global like server or release for the Tokyo Revengers game, but I'm like, they're never gonna do it Because it's not popular in North America. Like, the show is, like, decently popular, but it's not as popular. So they'll never make an actual global version of the server for the game. Which makes me sad, because then I'm like, I can't play this. I can only just watch it. But, like, to be honest, I probably should only watch it, because, I don't need any more gacha games, because it's also a gacha game. And I would be remiss to say I need more gacha games in my life. What even is Hololive? Sorry for being rude. It's all good. No. It's just basically a VTuber agency. So Hololive is a VTuber agency that basically hires VTuber talent to be part of their like group. So if you like Google online like Hololive, you should see like a bunch of like VTubers that are basically under them. They're basically contracted under this like VTuber agency. So basically Hololive is an agency that contracts VTubers, pretty much. So that's why when VTubers talk about either joining an agency or kind of going it solo or doing their own thing. Basically, the only good thing, depending on some people, like for me, like my worry is that because there was a lot of drama with what's it called? I don't remember what agency that's called anymore, because I don't watch any of their talents anymore. I mostly watch other like male VTubers at this point. Wait, those exist? I thought they're only on Romcom Manga Dubbed. No, they exist. There's a couple of them. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. I haven't talked about VTuber agencies and VTubers like in a long time. Even though I too am one, I don't talk about it anymore because like that was like a big thing when I like started streaming, and also because like I think VTubing and like VTubers became very popular during COVID because everyone was stuck inside. What are we all supposed to do? Okay. What are the big popular ones? I always forget. Oh, there it is, Niji Sanji. So Hololive is one of them. And then Niji Sanji is another one. And then VShoujo is also one. I don't know, no, if you know about this VTuber, Iron Mouse. She's part of VShoujo. I'm trying to think of people who are in these agencies so I can point people out. But Hololive is a Japanese-based agency. Niji Sanji is I don't remember. I think isn't Niji Sanji like part of like Hololive, but it's owned by Anycolor? I don't remember. I could be wrong, but I know it's owned by Anycolor, but I don't know if Anycolor is part of Hololive. But I know Niji Sanji has like a Japanese branch. I know that. Because you have the Japanese people who are part of Niji Sanji, and then you have the EN people who are all the English people. And then you have VShoujo, which is, I think, based in the US, I think. Iron Mouse, that one creator who made the song, like, about crying or something. That's very... I like how it's the most vague thing ever, but also at the same time, just like, dang. I was gonna say, like, some people were saying that they don't want to be part of an agency for VTubing because of, like, stuff with, I was gonna say with Nichisanji after a while. Because all that drama was happening when I first started VTubing and streaming, and I was like, dang. Like, I love, which is so funny because when I started streaming, you had the big highs and highs for all the agencies, for like those 3 agencies, and especially for like Nijisanji, and then you had like the big like drama and like the big downhill for it, for a lot of its talents and just the company in itself. I was like, damn, like the entire time I start streaming and became a VTuber up until now, like the drama has like, it's been going. But yeah. I was like, dang, it's been that long. Which is like crazy. The big 3, I guess, Hoyola, Nijisanji, and Phase Connect. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
火影城，子子飞，写封信到混着。
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I need to go back because I love clicking buttons and then I don't. There you go. Power.
The past 400 years passed me by in a moment. I do not know what this world has become or where my path will lead. But one thing is certain. My blade remains bound to justice.
I was gonna say... I don't really... My brain is confusing VTubers and Vocaloids. Only one I know is... That is true, that is fair. I was gonna say the only like VTubers I watch nowadays, because I used to watch a lot of like EGEN male VTubers, but now I don't anymore because drama and a bunch of other things. Also because I can't be bothered with EGEN anymore. I also didn't have like a big interest in like
I had a little free time as the constable.
Like Hololive and
I never
Shoujo. Like I'll occasionally like see clips of like
what to do.
People from those groups and I'll like watch them and that's about it.
Excuse me.
But like the only active like VTubers that I watch are like the male VTubers from HoloStars. There's like 2 male VTubers that I watch mostly. I used to not watch them as much, like live stream, because they're Japan time. Japan time is horrible for North America time. So I never watched them until like after COVID, I think sometime. Like their live streams like matched my schedule when I was awake and not at an ungodly reasonable time. It's like, it's great. Wasn't Iron out of VShoujo? That is true! No, you are so right because of stuff that happened. I forgot about that. I can't believe I forgot about that. It did happen. No, you are right. She is. I didn't see your comment and then I scrolled up and then I saw your comment and I was like, God, speak. You are right. Which is... I keep forgetting. Because my brain is too ingrained to think that she's like a part of it and that now she's just not. Also because we don't bring it up except for that one instance that happened a while ago and then that's it. That was the incident that caused it. So like that too. Yeah, I understand. I mean, we're on the opposite side of the planet. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna watch the videos and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I want to go to sleep early, but it's also like 2 hours and 20, so I might not. A lot of people dropped out of VShoujo and became indie. Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, I remember that incident that happened. It was for a charity thing, I'm pretty sure, right? With Iron Mouse, and then VShoujo fucked up. And then after that, a bunch of people in Bishoujo just said, I'm out too. Peace it. And then there was like a whole like lawsuit and other things around it, right? I'm pretty sure. Didn't Bishoujo also go bankrupt like last year? I don't remember if that happened or not. I don't pay attention to like the companies themselves. I think I was 5K gone missing. Oh, right. That did happen around that same time when the thing with Iron Mouse happened too. God. This reminds me of drama of Genshin. There's always drama with Genshin, no. When is there no drama with any, not even just with Genshin, when is there no drama with any Hoyo game or any gacha game in general? Like, I'm gonna just be honest. But like that drama is like the minute, like the small percentage of people online who are just really annoying fucking people who don't use their brains to critically think before talking. It's like, sucks. In the VA drama, I mean, oh, well, like, that was like voice acting in general, but then also it was very big in like Genshin because like previously before, Genshin had a bunch of patches where there was a lot of like voice acting lines missing. And then like during this one big update for like a new area, the whole thing pretty much was like there was no voice acting in it at all because it was during the same time as the voice actor strike. So like I think Genshin gave itself a bad rep with doing it already kind of ish, and then like the big strike with the voice actors happened, so then it made it even worse. Because like Star Rail had a bit of that because it had some people that had got to replace, and then there were some other problems as well with voice actors and stuff. I remember that. But then it was still pretty okay. It wasn't bad. But the thing is, like, I mostly played the game in Japanese, so it wasn't so bad for me for Star Rail. I mean, Genshin, there was a couple updates here and there I played in English. That's the only reason why I'm like, oh, the update was a lot worse for me. And then, is there a thing for Triple Z? I think, no, Triple Z only had a couple characters get their voice replaced later, I think. And that's it. And then Bua is still Bua. I think Bua is the only one out of the like,
busy days gave me
I guess the popular
I never
and the games that I play is the like one of the ones that didn't have many of that problem, I guess. I play in English. I have to switch to Japanese. I use Japanese if I play. Pay attention to it just to make sure there are no gaps. Fair enough. I just play in Japanese because I like, because I'm just used to like watching my shows and my animes in Japanese, so I just play the game in Japanese. Also because of that, my brain is normally favoritism to Japanese. Not to say that I don't play games in English, because like literally reversed, like I said, if you make it good, it convinces me. It's just like for some gacha games, like for example, like Genshin, right? There are a couple of like voices in English that I do like here and there, but like the majority of the characters, I like them in Japanese. That's why I like Arcanites. Or I guess like Punching Gray Ravens, if people play that game. Because you can set the game language to one thing, and then you can, out of your characters that you own, you can set whatever language you want for each individual character. So you can have the game in English or in Japanese, and then you can have a character that speaks in English, in Japanese, in Spanish, and I don't know, Chinese, whatever voice pack they have available in the game. You can pick whichever one for each individual character. You can have multiple of them speak in English. You can have a bunch of them speak in Japanese or in Chinese or whatever you like. That's what I like about Arknights, because it fixes my problem of I want my game in Japanese, but I want some people to speak English and other people to speak Japanese or some other language. And I'm like, yes. The lords have heard me. Also because skins in that game are chill. Because then I can just play the game and I get rewards for playing the game and I use those rewards to buy skins. I'm like, yo, let's go. You're convincing me to play the game more. Hooray. Which is great. I love it. That's like my only problem with gacha game is why can you not just let me pick multiple people in multiple languages so that I can be happy and nobody has to be upset with me and blah, blah, blah. I can be chill. The trend of English or Spanish still stuck in my mind. Oh yeah, that is a true thing. The funny meme. Okay, so we're gonna watch the Yang Yang trailer first for Wua because Wua is coming out on Friday, and she is one of the characters that we are able to pull. So we'll go with her first with her trailer, and then we'll watch the Star Rail trailer after that, and then I'm going to bed after. Okay, let's watch. I was gonna say, watch it somehow. My game doesn't. Watch it somehow. My computer doesn't pick up the sound, but it's fine. Oh, that's a lot of dead people we know.
Why? I've always felt this cannot be how the story ends. It was the dying of spring. Overthrax reawakened. Jinzhou drove it back, but at great cost. I should have stayed, but the streams beckoned, leading me across strange lands.
The opening reminds me of Demon Slayer. I'm sure.
Yet, when I followed the wind into the heart of the storm, time and again, I found myself harboring an
The crows, I mean. Oh. It was like birds.
To an escapist fantasy. There is someone important, someone I could never forget. Our paths were meant to cross here.
Ooh.
Have patience, Yang Yang. You will find your path.
What exactly is my path? For me, I just listen to my heart and do what it tells me to. If you search within, maybe you'll find your answer too. My path, my wish, my aspiration. But I thought I'd found my place. Isn't it my wish to preserve these moments forever? Didn't I aspire to become the wind that could carry you all? Yet I failed to accomplish anything. I must sacrifice everything. Even if this is my ending, I will follow my path to its very end.
The nightmare before dawn foretells an unchanging conclusion. Votary of the voice, go forth towards your true beginning.
I like how they loop back to the beginning. Dang, we go back. Refund. Oh, I love how there's a video right here talking about it. Oh, I like how there's a video here. We're not gonna watch that video. We're gonna watch this video. Which is for Star
When I
Rail.
was young,
Oh my god, no, rewind. Why are we here? So it was so quiet because I didn't have my sound up all the way. Jesus Christ. Why do I not have my sound up? Right. 4. Alright, our lore deep dive. True! Our lore deep dive. It's only... not that long. Could be longer. Okay, no spoiler, because I was gonna read the bottom. Alright, let's just get into it.
when I was young, I also imagined my future self.
This is the Imagenesis homework for today. Remember to submit it on time.
Imagined? What about now? The countdown for every member of the Murata family begins at birth. No exceptions.
And so I have no future. Himiko, it's fine if you don't submit this.
Everyone carefully avoids talking about the future with me. False hope only drives one into deeper despair. I'm well aware.
Himiko, what am I?
You?
I'm nothing.
Looking back now, you really were rude. Back then, I was just... No, I'm sorry.
But you've already found something you want to paint, haven't you?
Pagana, the homeland of the Eon of Trailblaze. And the Astral Express, which set forth from there and connects all worlds. The nameless gather like meteors. They were once a crew, and they were once accompanied by a star-chasing giant.
Giant? The one you keep painting?
Yeah, I've named it Starblazer. But
Also,
after
the people in the
Hercules'
window,
fall,
I saw
their followers
people.
left one after another, and only the navigator and one other passenger were left on the express.
Just 2 of them?
Sounds lonely. But they never gave up on the express. All to extend the silver rail of trailblazing deep into the stars.
Just like how we're repairing the express right now.
Yeah, they were on board this very train, traversing countless galaxies, persisting on their journey without the blessings of any eon.
It exploded again.
But when a young man named Falcon appeared, he rallied the people to clear the obstructed silver rail and reignite
Oh
the
my
trailblaze
god,
once
this is
more.
like if you connect this one with the one
aspire
before
to
that they
become a
had
hero
for
like
Asta.
No.
Images
Is the same as those 2 travelers.
It actually
From
is.
the day they witnessed the fall of the trailblaze
See,
and the dimming of the star rail.
when he was
From the day the
what was
weathering
his
curse
name before?
consumed my whole
Like
body, and I
Encore or
stumbled upon the
something,
crashed
and then
express.
he
We've
joined
been
the Astral
pursuing
Express.
a miracle. In the records, they passed the trailblazing spark to
And then they
Falcon
did a bunch of
to
stuff,
illuminate the
and
stars
then
once more.
the other guy
But
became
can I really get the express to set forth anew? Can I
the next person.
have a future like that?
Dang.
I never expected answers from anyone. False hope only drives one into deeper despair.
Himiko, it's fine if you don't submit this. Don't push yourself. We'll keep restricted process when it comes to your age.
But the express still won't start up. This silent darkness. I guess it's my final stop. But I still find it hard to accept. Himiko.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Definitely become a navigator.
Is that how
Just like
she
me
became to
right
be?
now.
Wow. Okay, that's very fun. I love seeing that. Well, now we know how Kimiko became into existence, which we like talked about
Let's
it before.
join the Phantasmoon games and make a wish to the omnipotent laughter. And the time we have left, roll the dice one more time.
Then you can take my place.
Whoa. Well, that was fun. That was just a bunch of Himiko lore right there. That was very fun. Sorry, I didn't read your comment before, No. The way it was, she was speaking reminded me I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't. Great. I just read like an entire thing. Untrue. To I see to ask the man. Yeah. Yeah. Right, because he started out as part of the Fools, then he went to the Astral Express, and then to where he is now. But like the part where she was talking about the Astral Express, I'm like, that's literally him. I point to the guy, and I'm like, that's you. You know, it's so messed up how they got from him to like, because she's like, oh, then afterwards it was like this guy named Falco, and I'm like, yeah, because this guy basically put like the rest of the Astral Express through like the equivalent of like the Hunger Games, and then he's the only guy that was quote unquote worthy enough, so that like that's how we got it. And I'm like, guys, not good. Trying not to spoil is so much work. Wait, how does Honkai 3rd connect to Star Rail? Dumb question, I know. It's okay, no, it's not a big deal. So there's this character named Welt. He is a one-to-one character from Impact the Third into Star Rail that they put. And there are a couple characters in Star Rail that have the same names as characters in Impact the Third, but they're completely different. So like Walt is the only one-to-one character from Impact the Third that got put into Star Rail. I was gonna say there's like a deeper connection, but like I'm gonna be honest with you, Walt has only mentioned like a few things about like things that have happened in like Impact the Third. Like one time in Penacony, he mentioned about another character he has relationships with and how he got his name and stuff like that, and you know, stuff about his character. Like he brought up the name, but like it doesn't mean anything to you unless you've played Impact the Third. So unless you know something about the game or played it, you basically just don't know. I only know about it because I know people who played the game, and I also played a small portion of it at the beginning. I didn't play until the very end. But I know some things about it. That's why I kind of picked it out a little bit there when you mentioned it. They try to also, there's like this quest that you can do in Lofu that talks about another character in relation to Welt as well. But you can basically just not do this quest because they don't make it mandatory, and like you can totally just miss out and skip it. I like, to be honest, like it doesn't really do much. I guess like the only other bigger reference is like for Amphorius, which is like how Amphorius's characters and that arc is structured is very similar to another like arc and character structure in Impact the Third. You have some closer references for some characters like Akron, has more connections to another character in Impact the Third, and you have like Finon and Kevin, where they have their similarities and stuff. But it's like, I feel like these are more like, to me as a person who's like knows a little bit about Impact the Third and plays Star Rail, I'm like, you don't need to make this like a prequel and a sequel game, or you need to make them connected. You can just be like, these are cool Easter eggs. Because they don't really do anything to you. Like, as a person who like doesn't, like, you only play Star Rail and you know nothing about Impact the Third, and these things get brought up, you're like, I don't fucking know. And do I really care? No, because the game's not making a big deal out of it. If you know things about Impact the Third and you played it and you play Star Rail, you're like, okay, I know and understand this a bit more in depth because I played the game. But if you're like a person who's me in between the two, I'm like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't enhance my experience, but it doesn't down my experience either. It's kind of just like I said, it's just a healthy Easter egg. I'm like, cool. If you know about this, you know about it. If you don't, you don't. Like, it might give you a bit more appreciation. It might give you less. It depends how you feel about both these games and how much you know. But like, to me, I'm just like, don't make these games connected in any way. Just be like, cool Easter eggs, and then we're good, and then that's it. Or they just drop things because, like the thing that I said about like Welt mentioning something about a friend in Patagoni when talking to someone. In that conversation, I don't think you should remove the fact that he talks about this guy, because then in that conversation it makes sense that Welt talks about him with context and stuff like that. But I don't really want to bother to bring up the conversation because I don't remember the conversation 100%, but it was with I believe it was with Acheron, when Acheron and Welt meet for the first time. Like, I don't think that he shouldn't talk about his friend and like the guy that he knows and the person he's referencing in Impact the Third. I don't think he shouldn't say that, but I think also at the same time, it's like, oh, then if you know something, you'll be like, oh, I know who this person is, and that's really cool. That's like a cool Easter egg that he's talking about this guy, not some rando other person that they just made up for the sake of this conversation. So I feel like there are good places here and there to do these things, but like I said, I think just as an Easter egg, it's good. Otherwise, it's like, there's no point. So alternate world or future selves or past. Not really any of those. No. It's supposed, because like Star Rail's apparently supposed to be a sequel to Impact the Third. That's why the writing for Impact the Third changed to adapt to Star Rail, which is dumb, because it should have been the reverse way around. Star Rail should have adapted to Impact the Third, because that was the first game that came out. So by consequence of it doing that, Impact the Third's writing later on became really bad, from at least the people that I heard from who played the game. But like I said, the references, having the character connections, having characters in the other games mention things or bring things up or whatever, or like, the people who play both these games are like, oh, this is very similar to this thing in that game, and it's close to, and it's kind of like this and that. Like, it's fine. Like, I think that's just all good and fun, and we can have discussion about it and stuff like that. But I don't think that, like, the whole thing about, like, the game being a prequel and sequel, it's like, it's unnecessary. We don't really need that, and I think it's really dumb. And they don't really do anything about it. Like, up until this point, I don't think anybody who plays Star Rail only knows anything more or less about Welt. Like, that the people who know Welt and Impact the Third do. Like I said, like, 2 separate times, Welt has mentioned 2 characters that he has some relations with. If you only play Star Rail, you still know bum to nothing about these 2 people. Up and like till this day, like nothing pretty much. And I like remember the conversation that he had talking to Acheron about Joyce, and then I remember the conversation in the quest of him talking about Archive, which if you play Impact the Third, you know who I'm talking about, and if you don't, you still don't know anything about them. You just know that these 2 people know Welt for different reasons, and they have different relationships with him. And that's it. You know, like, nothing. as an only Star Rail player. Which I'm like, then what's the point of making this a sequel game if your audience knows like nothing and you don't do anything with the opportunity to make it a sequel? That's why I say it's dumb. Just don't make it a sequel, don't make it a prequel, just make it an Easter egg and that'd be done with it. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, that's fine. You can get someone to explain to you or watch a video about it, and that's it. Like, it's so dumb. Which, yeah, I'm just like, I loathe it. I talk about it still now to this day. Even though, like, I like playing Star Rail. I like the things Impact the Third had, even though I didn't finish it all. But I still think this was a really dumb idea. It also affected the writing for Impact the Third, which affected the people that were playing it, which, like, I'm like, the writing could have been good, but they, like, had to, like, speed it up and change a bunch of shit because they wanted Star Rail to be, like, the sequel, and I'm like, why? I wanted to start, but the loading took too long, so I dropped Third Impact. Oh, yeah, Impact the Third, the loading and the downloading does take a bit of time. I mean, I don't know, like, now, Star Rail, if you download the game, does it take that long? I don't know. But I also haven't downloaded, like, the entirety. I haven't, like, uninstalled, like, Star Rail for no reason and reinstalled it to find out. But I also haven't installed, like, Impact the Third on my, like, computer or any of my devices in a long time, so I don't know how much shorter or longer it will take. But I want to read the comments in this for a minute. Let's all be imaginary and didn't tell Himiko. Little did they know that Himiko is already imaginary. That is true. That is true. Oh, yeah, I guess so. That's also a thing, but, like, we're not gonna talk about that. Are we gonna talk about... Oh, I thought Elation Planet's supposed to be funny and joyful, and yet why am I crying? That is true! What happened? I was supposed to laugh and criticize and be like, what the bum fuck is happening? And then, like, we get this. Oh, I guess? Oh, no, yo, bro. Himiko, I am your father, Darth asked. That is true. That's such a, like, Darth Vader good line for using for Asda being Himiko's dad. It's just like, I am your father. That's true. But yeah. We get Himiko stuff, which is great. I love it when we get more... I mean, like, it's nice that we get stuff for Himiko now, because I was like, it's been a long time. Himiko's been around for quite a while. I'm excited. I feel like the only reason I'm gonna pull Himiko later is because I want the mech. I want the cool robot. Because that would be fun. Because having big, cool robot would be very fun. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to play her, even though I just want the funny, cool robot. Nah. If I want the funny, cool robot, that means I have to build her and play her as a character. Otherwise, I don't get the funny, cool robot, and I don't see it. And then there's the fake collab, which I don't have to worry about pulling because I'm just gonna get the free guy. So I guess it's just, am I pulling for Himiko? And the answer is yes. So I guess my answer is yes, I'm pulling. And then I am pulling the following update for Adventurine, which I'm nervous about that, but we'll see how it goes. That is for later. Took me 2 hours to install Impact the Third, all the way to for me not to like after 30 minutes of playing, then uninstalled. Fair enough. See, the thing is for me, I think at the beginning, and I still think a little bit now, I don't like the play style of Impact the Third, but I like the story. I definitely like the story. Because I had a friend who plays the game, and he made me sit through all the trailers and cutscenes of, like, Impact the Third. And I played very little of it. I only played, like, the beginning part, so I didn't know where most of these trailers or cutscenes came from. But during one of the cutscenes, later on in the game, I sat there. I watched the cutscene. My friend was in call with me because they were showing it to me. I cried. I, like, bawled my eyes out, and I said, I know nothing that happens here. I don't even know these characters, and some of them I do recognize, but it's like it's been forever, so the character development, right? So I'm like, I'm sitting here, and like we finished watching the cutscene, and I'm like, I said to my friend, I'm like, I'm crying. And I know like nothing that's happening and I have no context. Yet I feel like this is very emotional and I should be crying and it should be really sad. And I was kind of like describing it. And my friend's like, yeah, you're pretty close to kind of what generally happened. And I'm like, damn. I don't know if it's me or did they do good writing and cutscene. Cause like I got that from like knowing like pretty much nothing and was pretty close to it. So I like story for that game. I just don't like playing it. So essentially what it's the essentially what I'm telling myself is I need to watch someone else play it. And then I'll be good. Never again will I uninstall Genshin because it took several hours just to even get downloading finished. They're still compiling shaders. Yeah, ever since I stopped playing Genshin around like Natland, because I did like some of Natland, like maybe half of Natland, and I didn't do the last half because my only reason to continue playing Natland would have been for only Capitano. Not to say he's not worth it, but like I would have had to trudge through so much just for this guy. And then lo and behold, not cry. But I also didn't know that like you didn't have to finish Natland to play Not Cry. It's too late now. I re-uninstalled the game. And then Snezhnaya. Also, speaking of Snezhnaya, I said that there were 2 men in Snezhnaya, and one of them is a redhead vampire elf. I don't know. But I found out why people were calling him Blade. It's because his Japanese voice actor is the same Japanese voice actor for Blade. So I was like, oh. So I really would have been obligated to pull that guy if we were doing Snezhnaya. If I was still playing and playing Snezhnaya. Which I would have. But there's like 2 men that I would have liked. And the rest are women. And the most I would have pulled for after the 2 men are like 2 other women. Because one of them has like ocean mermaid aesthetics. And then the other one is the Archon. So like that's it. But like, damn, I'm like, oh no, this is like, I'll hate them all over again because he has the same voice actor as Leona for Twisted Wonderland. I'm like, no, this is all over again. I had to do it twice. Why not join Genshin again? There's, Sandrone. I don't like Sandrone. Well, not that I don't like her. She's not my type. I think if I have to pull some... Like, who would I have pulled? Like, the only person that I missed between Natlan and, like, now that I would have wanted to pull is probably, like, Varka. I like how I said Varka, and no, you typed in Varka, and it came through in chat. I saw it. We basically said, I will call that as, essentially, we said it at the same time. Like, if we were in the same room, we would have said it at the same time. Called it. Yes, you did. Also, Flynn's pretty good. I would have pulled for Flynn's, but I would have pulled definitely for Varka, because... Dumbass hippo, man. I stick to my type. Hello, Ito. I still like you. It's okay. There's other men that I also like. Have a good night. Rest up as much as you can. Remember to stay hydrated. Thank you, Nobu. Genshin doesn't exist, not unless someone buys Mirai a new PC first. That is true. Genshin doesn't exist. And also, I don't want to reinstall it again because it would take 2,000 years. And I also don't have space on my computer and on my devices anymore because I have too many other things replacing it right now. And I refuse to give up those games. Flynn's too OP. I mean, like, gameplay-wise, I'm pretty sure people were, like, saying Flynn's is really good, but I just want Flynn's because he's cool. He's, like, the equivalent of, like... Okay. To me, Flynn's is like, oh, you're cool and mysterious. And you stay cool and mysterious later, even though you're a playable character, and the story continues on. On the other end, you have Cyno, who is cool and edgy. And then after the Archon quest, What are you reduced to? Dad jokes and card games. What happened? Basically, Flynn's is here as my, like, pretty much my therapy. My coping mechanism for my therapy because I couldn't get Sino to stay the same way after the Archon quest. Which is what I liked about him during the Archon quest. So Flynn's there is for my, is my hope, is my medicine to cope for that. Barker is now the tallest character overthrowing Ito. Let's go, Tom Buff Man. Let's go. I also heard he doesn't take any fall damage, which is funny. Why not go for Diluc, the weird adult of the pyro users by Clee? I never liked Diluc. Nor Kaya. I know there's like the whole debate of Diluc or Kaya, but I didn't really like either of them. Is there any Mondstadt men back then that I like? I don't think there's a single Mondstadt men that I liked back then. The first dude in Genshin that I liked and I pulled really hard for was like Child and Zhongli. And I still like Zhongli to this day. Child, a little less, because all he does now is just, I like to fight strong people. He also is just like that, so there's that too. I'm gonna prepare the Mappo. Okay. I put my hands up. Alright, Yobu, I'm going to sleep. Okay, I'm going to sleep. I'm not gonna talk anymore. I will not. I was Kazuha for the boys, and for the female is Klee. I see. I also like Kazuha. That was my last comment. I never pulled for him, but I wish I did. He always came out at the same time, and his reruns always came at a time where there's a rerun for another character that I wanted. And I'm still sad that I don't have him. It's okay. Bye-bye. See you later and sleep well. Thank you, app. Alright, tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing. I'll figure out something. We might play FGO. We might do some grinding in the games. I'm not sure. I'll figure out. I'll wake up tomorrow. I'll feel the vibes, and I'll be like, this is what we're doing. And then Friday we'll play and then we'll continue playing it. Star Rail does update Tuesday next week, but we'll still be playing Wua, which is fine because then we'll let other people finish download and whatever, and then hopefully my game will not crash by the time we get to it, and it will be better anyways because then we can play this like the update for Star Rail later, and then we can transition right away into the Fate collab. So we can just have like essentially like 2 weeks of just Star Rail content, which is like I guess not that great for people who don't want to just watch me play Star Rails for 2 weeks, but like great for me because then I can just play the whole thing all at once. Bye. Thank you for the stream. Have a wonderful sleep. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's the rest of this week and then next week, and that's about it. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever we're doing, either playing FGO or grinding games or, you know, doing whatever it is whatever I decide to do anyways. Break your back while sleeping. I will not break my back. That would be like impossible for me to break my back. At most, I might have a sore back because I sleep on it funny, but no breaking the backs. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye guys. Bye. Mirai, chiropractor. I know. I'll be fine. It'll be okay. All right, bye guys.